Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your boy DJ City Manos. I got a comment from my man Stuart. Stuart made a comment. He said, "You can't beat extension cords and gaff tape." What he meant by that, this gig right here, it was the gig that I did. It was the gig that I was talking about. That it wasn't they didn't want any sexual content music or curse words. So this gig was 6 hours. It started from 6 and it was over at midnight. And there was a perfect opportunity for me to test my battery because the weather was cool. It was cloudy and it started raining, and the rain kind of cooled down everything. And that night, it was around the 80s. So I said, that's perfect timing that I could test my battery out. And I made a lot of comments about the battery in this video, and it made it seem like I was panicked because he's made a comment saying it sounded like I was panicking. I wasn't panicking. I was just actually checking out the battery, checking out the how much time I have left. It was my first time using the battery, so I wasn't sure how it's gonna react with two RCFs. Had two RCFs, and I had it at full volume. You know, I had it pretty loud. I never did that test here at the house. I can't do the test because I can't really put it loud. So I was out at a gig, at a real live session, and I said, this is a great time to test the battery. So Stuart is just saying that it sounded like I was panicking, and he was making a comment saying that you can't beat an extension cord with gaff tape. It's true, you can't. But lately, what I've been dealing with, especially with house parties, what I deal with in the house parties, because that's what I do, is none but house parties. And what I deal with is everybody, they're always plugging everything up to an outlet. You know, like if you have your yard, like in my yard, I have two outlets outdoors. I have one right there by my patio, and I have one on the side. So every time when I do a house gig, for some reason, they always plug up to that outlet. They have bouncy houses, margarita machines. On December, when it was freezing, I did a gig where they had heaters, plugging up heaters. And the next thing you know, the power goes out, and they look at the DJ like, what the, you know? And then that's when I got the idea. I said, you know what? I got to look into a generator. So I started looking into the generators, and this is beautiful, quiet, not loud, it's not gas. I could take this, I could use this battery for anything, projector. I was going to test a fog machine. I'm still going to test a fog machine. I could do it for generator, not generator, for anything, projector, speakers if I want, lights, anything that had to run power to it. Perfect. This time I decided to test everything out, my whole system. The whole system, the mixer, computer, everything was plugged to it. Hey, I was surprised it did 6 hours. I kind of cheated at the end of the gig. What happened was I looked at the thing. I had 1 hour left, and I seen it, and it said 1 hour. I had 1 hour left, and it showed 1 hour. I think it would have done 6 hours, but I kind of like, you know, that's when I got panicked, Stuart. I was like, oh. I mean, I was getting close. I was like, you know what? I could let it ride and see what happens. And the only thing that's gonna happen when you're getting close to your hours is gonna flash. It should flash. I haven't never tested, but it should flash saying your power's about to run out. It should give you a warning flashing. But instead, I had the red battery with me because I have 3 batteries. I have a yellow, red, and this one, the orange one. And I brought out the red battery and I plugged it to the one speaker, and that's it. I ran the rest of the night with that one speaker, and then this battery, since I reduced the power, it went back up to 3 hours. It showed that I had 3 hours left. So at the end of the gig, I post how much hours I have left. So I still think it could do 6 hours. I never really did a gig for 6 hours. The majority of them is always 4 or 5 hours, and this one was 6 hours. So I am impressed with the battery. It powered the whole system. And so here's another thing, Stuart, because I don't know, I'm just looking into the future, and check this out. Let me show you something real quick. We're gonna look at this mixer. Here's a mixer. It says rechargeable. They call it the Go, the DJ Prime Go. Has a battery in there, has Wi-Fi in it. So now he was a future. He's gonna be the future right here, Stuart. So I'm looking into the future. Um, I'm looking into the future, and what I'm seeing in the future is batteries. You know, batteries. Everything's gonna be powered by battery. We got cars being powered by batteries. Houses gonna be powered by batteries. You know, here's another one. This one's battery. So now let's look at the math. $400. Well, let's add taxes to it. $500. We add taxes to it. You know, so $500. That battery cost me $250. All right. So that will power one of my speakers, right? Let's get another speaker. $500. I'll get another battery. That'll power my other speaker. All right. So I'm spending $500 total, and it'll power my RCFs. All right. This mixer right here, $900 or $1,000. Battery right there cost me $900. This will power everything. Stuart. I don't know, Stuart. I'm just doing the math. Should I buy this? And should I buy this? Or should I buy this and that and use it for multiple reasons, multiple things? Like I could power this. We've been having a lot of thunderstorms. My power goes out. I plug this to my refrigerator. I could get that one plugged up to my computer so I could continue working. I don't know, Stuart. What sound reasonable? Or get an extension cord to get gaff tape. What sound reasonable, Stuart? You know. So hey, I'm not trying to attack Stuart, but I look at things and I'm looking into the future. Yes, I'm testing things out. It's kind of but I survived 6 hours. 6 hours. Woohoo! I'm excited for that. That means I could do a gig anywhere in the desert, in the middle of nowhere, you know, blasting. And I could take my 3 batteries and I'll be fine for 6 hours. I'll be perfecto for 6 hours. So, yeah, I was looking at this stuff. Everything, I think it's going to be battery soon, you know, so, hey. If you don't want to get off the grid, if you want to be plugged up to your extension cord with your gaff tape, that's fine. Everybody do what they like, you know what I mean? But me, I'm thinking of in the future of, you know, it sounds funny. It's like when people put solar panels in their house, like that one got solar panels. What are the first things you say? That house look ugly. Look at those solar panels. It looks ugly. I will never mess up my house for a solar panel. That looks disgusting. You know what I mean? I seen a car that I'm looking into, and when I showed everybody my car that I'm looking into, it's not from Tesla. Everybody said that's an ugly car. I'm like, dang, what the heck? I said people were saying that was ugly too. You know, they're saying that's ugly. You know, now they're talking about what the heck, you carrying a battery, man? Hook up to you can't beat an extension cord, gaff tape. You know, for me, I'm looking into the future. That's the future. So this is your boy DJ Steady Manos, future DJ Steady Manos, and I'm out. Peace.